welcome to Ohio Valley Couponer, and welcome to Vlune day number 11. We got one more to go. We are almost wrapping up Vlune. I hope you guys have enjoyed it this year. It's been great. But I'm taking you guys along for some more fun stuff in this vlog. So it's going to be amazing. Going to be showing you guys my breakfast and lunch that I ate on the particular day I filmed, because I always show you guys like dinners and stuff, but not normally breakfast and lunch. So I thought some of you guys might enjoy seeing some ideas for that. So I'm going to show you guys that. Also, I did some thrifting, which I've not really been doing much thrifting, but I went ahead and went to the Goodwill because they're having a big sale. So I went over there and I showed you guys that. So it's going to be a really fun vlog, but I want to start out by actually showing you guys or explaining something. So I got a comment from somebody, really nice. There was no like judgment or anything based on this. They were just genuinely curious. Someone had commented, what do I do for a living? My job must have a flexible schedule. And so I want to go ahead and give you guys my answer. I actually filmed this a couple of days ago, but I want to go ahead and give you guys my answer. So cue to that. What prompted this person to ask this was because I was at the bin store at like 10:30 in the morning on a Thursday. And they probably were like, well, how does he get to go to the bin store at 10:30 in the morning on a Thursday, like if he works a 9-to-5 job? Also, I was going to Dollar General to film a video. So I think some people don't realize exactly what I do. So I think I'll just go ahead and explain it really quick. So do I have a flexible job? More flexible than most, but there's definitely pros and cons to it. So I have two different like jobs. One of them is for multiple different like groups. So I mean, it's kind of more than one job, but it's kind of one like facet of my life, if that makes sense. So there's Ohio Valley Couponer, and that is this. And this is a job. I don't think some people realize that this is a job. This isn't a hobby for me. This is a job. It's something I do for, for work. I love getting to share with you guys, but it is a job and I treat it as such. So I do put a lot of time and hours into it, getting the deals together and all that stuff. So this is something that I do for a living. So that's my one job. And then I have medical clinicians where I do billing work and like credentialing, getting them a network with insurances and stuff. So that doesn't require me to work 9 to 5. I mean, I do have to be available to answer questions and things like that. Like they will text me or call me or message me or whatever through our like system online. Like I do have to be able to contact them. And there are deadlines like that I have like on payroll day, because I do that. Like I have to have it in by a certain time. So don't get me wrong. There definitely are deadlines and like expectations of time I have to achieve. However, there is flexibility where if I run errands that morning or that afternoon, I can work late in the evening, which honestly I do a lot because sometimes it just works out better that way. So there is flexibility, but there's also cons to that. Not everybody wants to work at night. I typically do work on the weekends. I do have a flexible job, but I don't like to say that it's like also flexible. I can just do whatever I want, because there are deadlines and expectations and things like that. But I am kind of in control. If I decide to do it at night, that morning, I can make it work with my errands, if that makes sense. If I want to go to the bin store, I can, work later that evening, which is typically what I always do on Thursdays anyway. But I thought that would be a quick little answer to that question, because I don't know. I don't want you guys to see these vlogs and be like, he doesn't work. Like he's running around shopping all the time. Which, I mean, I will admit, I do go shopping quite a bit, but I'm able to work it into my schedule. And then a lot of it is for Ohio Valley Couponer. Like a lot of these trips to Walmart and to stores are for this channel. A lot of these errands you guys see me do are for work. So yeah, I don't just spend all my days shopping or anything like that, but I take you guys along for that because I think that's what most of you all are interested in. I really can't show you the medical billing work at all, but that is definitely keeping me very busy. I got another client, so I've definitely been busy with that. So I do work, so I want to go ahead and address that if any of you guys were interested. All right, guys, on to the thrifting. So I haven't been doing much thrifting. Honestly, the bin store has kind of taken over that for me, because I get really good deals at the bin store, especially on $2 and $1 day, and pretty much everything is new or barely used because it was a return. And I've just been getting it for so cheap. However, Goodwill in my area does 50% off of everything on the last Tuesday of the month. And so I wanted to go ahead and check it out. I was late in the day. Like it was, I guess not super late. It was like 3 in the afternoon. So it was past opening and it gets pretty crazy. I tried to go like one other time shortly after they opened, and it was absolutely insane. So I left. But I don't know. It's pretty good for what I found. So just a lot of super random things at the Goodwill. And some of these prices, even with the half off, was absolutely ridiculous. So these Pen Plus Gear crayons, which are very clearly a Walmart brand, They're like 67 cents at Walmart everyday price. Goodwill's trying to get $1.99, and even half off still would have been more than them brand new at Walmart, so ridiculous. Also, this would have been a little bit cheaper than Dollar Tree normally because of the 50% off, but that's ridiculous. They're trying to charge $1.99 on an item that they sell at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Absolutely, absolutely insane. They did have a pretty, yeah, I don't know, they had a pretty decent selection of toys. I did end up grabbing one toy, which I'll show you guys in a second, but with the 50% off, it actually wasn't a bad deal. I always check to make sure like all of the like things are included in the toys, nothing's missing, especially games. I'm leery of buying those because they could miss pieces, but guys, please don't buy Speak Out at Goodwill. That is just gross. If you're not aware with Speak Out, you put a mouthpiece like in your mouth and try to say things like, oh, I would not recommend buying that at Goodwill. No matter how cheap it is, even if it was free, I just would not do that. Now, I did pick this up as a gift, either for my mom or my grandma. I haven't decided yet, but it says, cats make me happy, you not so much. That is definitely up their alley, so I definitely grabbed that. It was 99 cents with the sale. I love seeing all these retro things, though. Look at that. Presto salad shooter. And then also this pasta boat. I mean, just look how old that looks. It's just like a throwback on these things. But anyways, I did actually pick this up as well, this pack of Mega Blocks, and it looks like they're all there. These were $1.50, so an excellent deal for that. Yeah, it was great. And the CDs, I do like to look at the CDs at Goodwill because a lot of times they will have music, you know, you can't just get on Spotify or iTunes or whatever. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get it. It's a JCPenney 2000 interactive CD-ROM. That is quite a throwback. If I had a computer that could take that, I might have done it. But I did pick up some CDs of actually like local gospel artists. I've never even heard of any of these people, but I thought, you know what, you can't get this on Spotify or anywhere else, and for 50 cents, I was going to get it. If there's even one song on there I like for 50 cents, whatever. This is Clint Brown, which some of his stuff's on Spotify, but I didn't see that particular CD, so I picked it up for 50 cents. I love that. I speak fluent sarcasm. I didn't buy that. But then for my great uncle, I got this Cincinnati Bengals like wall plaque. This is $1.50. He loves the Bengals, and he'll really like that. So that was a good find as well. I got my grandma this little cat thing. This was $1. You know, she'll like that. Their regular price was $1.99. I don't know. I feel like Goodwill has just gotten so expensive, but for 50% off, it was pretty good. Did make a pit stop after that to Walmart to get some stuff for dinner, so I went ahead, needed an onion and a tomato, and then of course, the main reason I went was actually to do some couponing, just a couple of deals. So my Walmart, for some reason, has the Happy Baby, little baby pouches on a rollback for 48 cents. It has to be the banana one only, the banana and almond butter. It's 48 cents, and I had $1 on Ibotta, so it made it free, plus a really nice moneymaker. Limit 5, they had 4 left, so I cleared the shelf. I got another one of the Dave's Killer Bites there for 97 cents. And then for meals here. So I decided to show you guys breakfast and lunch. I normally show you dinners, but I decided to show you something different. So breakfast, I was going healthier. So I decided to make some egg whites, put in some bacon bits, some feta cheese, and stirred that all around, added some salt and pepper to it. And then I put this in the microwave for about 2 minutes. I did it for like a minute and a half, and then I stirred it and put it in again. And actually good microwave eggs, so delicious. And I like to top mine with fresh salsa. Really good, really, really good. If you ever had salsa on eggs, I would highly recommend. And then I went ahead and made a salad for lunch. I really love making like nice big salads, delicious and really filling. So I put in a bunch of lettuce there, just kind of shoved that down into a meal prep container. I diced up a mini cucumber and put that on in there. I guess I didn't dice it, I kind of just chopped it, but I don't mind the bigger like pieces. So I went ahead and put those in there. I also added some cherry grape tomatoes in there as well, and I put some feta cheese. Feta is really good, so I went ahead and put that in there. Also, I added some turkey, so I went ahead and cut up 3 pieces of turkey and nice protein. So I went ahead and added that on into the mix. So got that in there. And then I also put some reduced sugar dried cranberries in there. Really like those. Those are really good. So I went ahead and added those in. And then I do use light ranch dressing. I know, that's been controversial with you guys in the past, but it tastes good to me and it works. So had that. This is what it looks like. Delicious salad. All right, guys, this is all that I have for Vlune day number 11. One more to go. Make sure you come back Saturday night, 7 p.m. for another vlog. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.